Yo, get a load of Chinese Springer over here. Should we call him like Chinger or Springer Spring Roll or something? I don't know, man. The reason I call him Chinese Springer is that my man turns into a robot, and he has a tail, and I'm going to tell you why he has a tail. He turns into a car. You can see the tires over here. But my man also turns into a helicopter. You can see the helicopter legs down over here, and the where is it? The propeller is hidden over here, and bro, they look like popsicle sticks. But for what it's worth, he's not a horrible toy actually. He's extremely simplified. He's a kid's toy and all. But yeah, and the reason why he has a tail, this is actually supposed to be Wukong. This is supposed to be the Monkey King. And these things that you see up here, you know what I just realized? He kind of reminds me of Iron Spider. You know what I'm talking about? He got the Iron Spider colors and stuff. But these are supposed to be phoenix feathers that the Monkey King Wukong adorns on his helmet. And let me just kind of set him up. I mean, his articulation is pretty basic, and it's hard for me to get him into really cool poses, but we'll just leave him leaning up against the wall. But his staff is pretty dope, man. Underneath, I can tell that the plastic is pretty thin, but the engraving and the paint, yo, dude, you can't deny that. That looks really, really beautiful. And so that's well done, and he can hold it in his hand, and that's about it. I do wish it came apart or something. If this could become like extensions to the propeller or something, that would have been cool. Or like if this split and it became blasters for the car, that would be cool. But unfortunately, it doesn't. And really, that's about it. And so back to Chinger over here, or Spring Roll. Some of the designs are cool. Like if you look at his feet, yeah, those are kind of cool, man. And the paint, for what it's worth, the gold is done well. The plastic is kind of like hollow, but it's what I expected from the cost of this toy and who it's aimed at and stuff. It's pretty much what I expected. While he does have like movable joints and stuff, it is extremely limited because of this piece over here. And so it would have been nice if this was on a hinge, but that would have probably messed up the propeller storage because articulation is extremely limited. You can kind of get it here. He does have swivels, but again, it doesn't really help too much. He does have knee bends, and he has an outward thing solely for the sake of a transformation. And they're not on ratchets or anything, but they are on very, very soft knuckle friction joints. And yeah, but I do like the design of the feet, the little pistons back there and stuff like that, and that's cool. And the feet actually do transform. You can see that there's little what do you call these? Arms, levers, these things. These things. The fingers don't articulate. They're very, very basic. And when they transform, they just hide into the hands over there. The arms telescope like up and down. They open up and close. And he has these little wings over here, and he has his tail. Yes, it's a tail. Don't get it twisted, because he is the Monkey King. But I hope YouTube doesn't think that it's something else. It might, but I hope not. It is a tail. It is a full-fledged tail, because once again, Monkey King. Algorithm, Monkey King. I'm gonna I'm gonna show you how to transform him. Hey, what's up, team? Taking a quick break from the action. Just want to let you know that this toy review is brought to you by AliExpress. Many great toys like the one you see in this video can be purchased from their site, and during this promotional period, you can utilize the code on the screen to reap all the benefits of the current campaign. And if you'd like to purchase this product, the link can be found in the description and also a pinned comment. Now back to our regularly scheduled program. Thank you so much, Ali. Really quick, before I do transform him, just a little bit more about the armor. That's kind of cool, right? It looks like he's like a Target exclusive. And I will admit, they put these little engine bits on the block of the car, these little exhaust ports or whatever those are, these little movable armor skirts, and all of this is not bad. It really, really isn't that bad. If I was a young child and someone gave this to me, I'd be like, yeah, this is pretty cool, man, especially because it's a triple changer, and I would think that this is pretty cool. Yep. But anyway. So just wanted to make sure. So these start by folding down. And the face doesn't really look like a monkey. And I didn't really realize it was Wukong until I folded these out and I realized, oh, the phoenix feathers. Then I realized, oh, the tail. Oh, the staff. And then everything kind of came together. And so this, you're just going to bring up. And these bits will cover the face. And that's pretty clean. That's pretty clean. Paint is done really well. No bleeding outside the lines and stuff. for what it is. Again, I commend them. They don't pretend to be anything that they're not. It's literally exactly what I thought it would be. And when I look at the instructions, it actually reminds me of a lot of other toys that I've gotten from like Ali. And so I wonder if they're all, I don't know, all part of the same company. They're some type of like Hydro organization that just changes names. But you can see this is coming together. Kind of has Springer vibes, not really, if you pretend maybe. Then you fold these up. They fit nicely into the groove. And then you bring these forward. And I'm trying to remember what happens with the foot. Okay. Just like that. And there are little posts and ports that allow you to tab them into the side. Oh, almost forgot to hide the tail. And there we go. There we go. Chinger in his car mode. That's not bad, right? No, seriously. Seriously. That's not bad. And like, dude, rolls like a campeon. Very, very good. Very, very good. And so, like I said, the bits that I pointed out earlier, the engine bits, the little exhaust areas, it's clean. It's clean. Almost has a Batmobile, some type of Iron Man gimmicky vibe about it. I'm not hating on this thing in the least bit. Yeah, it's a great toy for a kid. I'll tell you that. Recommended. The car mode is good. I think it's better than the bot mode, actually. I'm trying to see which mode is the weakest. Well, you know what? I'll show you the helicopter mode, and then you can decide for yourself. But yeah, this Batmobile-esque car is pretty decent. I'm going to actually just take a picture of this really quick before we go into the helicopter mode so that I can use it for the thumbnail, okay? So, yeah, without further ado, let's go to part 2. Oh, no, it'll be part 3. Alrighty, now let us convert Chinger. I feel like that's such a silly name into his helicopter mode. So this part is kind of cool. So you bring this back, and then you can actually slide the legs in. That's a cool piece of engineering. Yeah, say what you want. Say what you want. That's a pretty cool piece of engineering, and I like how it does that. This is cool too. These move up, and these become the helicopter, like the tail fin, and you can see a little rotor over there. I mean, come on. Is that not cool? I think that's pretty cool, man. Chinger got it going on. And these slide back. It doesn't tab anywhere. I try to see if it would, but it does not. And I think that's a little unfortunate. I do wish it like locked in place, but it does not. And so you just fold these bits out, and then you just bring this back. This part, I really wish they had done more with these rotors. The transformation is cool enough. This bit spins around. Now it's all gold. But bruh. Hey, wait a minute. I feel like this is supposed to sit down, or maybe not, whatever. Yeah, these look like popsicle sticks. They look like those things that they used to have at the doctors back in the day where they depress your tongue. They're like, it spins well enough, but look how wiener they are, dude. Look how small they are. If they had just provided one more circle here, or not circle, what am I saying? Like a joint so that it could fold out so it would be a little bit longer, that would have been great. That would have been great. Oh, almost forgot to unfold the bottom of the legs. And these will also like lock into place via friction knuckle joints. And that's it. That's like the helicopter. I don't think that it's too hateful, but I am disappointed that the rotors are extremely limited. No design, no deco, and again, the popsicle stick thing is killing me. I don't like the fact that these don't tab in. I wish they did. This is kind of interesting. So when I got this, these fins were not plugged in, and you can see that there is another piece over here. I don't know if you're actually supposed to remove this and do anything. I don't think it is. I think they just wanted to save themselves the mold so that they can actually use these for both sides, and I think that's why they just carved that in there. That's what I think, because I haven't been able to really figure out why, and there's no reason why this should be a parts forming bit anyway, and there's grooves for these little pipe thingies. So yeah, I think this is what it is. Again, I like how the feet clean up. Tail's cool. Little fake propellers are cool. It would have been nice if they spun like along with the wheels or something. That would have been cool. This is not too bad, but it doesn't lock in. This thing should have locked in, like I mentioned, and those propellers, bruh, they need help. I would have loved if this thing came apart even into 4 thing or something to assist with this, because the plainness of this really just throws off the ornate deco of all of this. And so, yeah, overall, it's not a bad toy. And these are the types of things that you commonly find on Ali. They're sometimes simplified. They come at a low price point, and they're made for kids. I mean, generally these transforming toys are all made for kids, but hey, the kidult market is huge, and even Hasbro admitted to that. And so yeah, kidults like toys, and they got money, and so yeah, they're funding the industry. But this is not bad. This is not bad. And if this is something that you like, you can check out that search code that I provided earlier, and you can see this is part of my collection in terms of items that I've reviewed, and you can pick yourself up a copy at AliExpress. But overall, in terms of verdict, car mode, absolutely the best. I don't know, this and robot mode are tied. If this was better, if just the propeller was better, I would say this mode would be number 2. But robot mode would be, higher up on the ranking, except the limited articulation and stuff like that. And that's why both of them are tied at 2. But definitely car mode is pretty dope. But yeah, for me, for Ali, and for Chinger, here we are. And so I hope you have enjoyed the video. I will talk to you next time. Hasta la pasta. Okay, that fell apart. Bye.